Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is lesson 579. The lesson today is the difference between panhandler and beggar. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot, do it right now. Let's get right to it. The term panhandler is most often used in the U.S., so that's one difference right away. The British don't usually use the term panhandle. Let's continue. Panhandler is usually a city beggar who usually stands on a street with a container or an outstretched arm, often begging for loose change. All right, so this is the point right here. There's definitely crossover. Basically, all panhandlers are beggars, but not all beggars are panhandlers. Kind of like that. Let's continue. Some believe the term itself may have evolved from one holding out a pan for some money on an or an outstretched arm with a hand curved, kind of like this, curved. Like a container, which is akin to a pan. So that's why it might have got the name panhandler. All right, let's continue. Panhandler is a more official term used by courts or police. You are more likely to hear one got arrested for being a panhandler rather than a beggar. Okay, yeah. So the average person just passing by in the street will probably use the word beggar more. But in a more official sense, panhandler might be used. Okay. A beggar is a person who often lives by begging, especially by asking for money or food. So again, there's definitely crossover, but not limited to it. One could literally beg for anything or in any place. So you could still be a beggar even if you're begging for different things besides money or food. One could beg for a favor, ask someone to change their mind, to buy something, to ask for a better deal, for work, for sex, etc. So really, you could be a beggar for almost anything. And in a lot of those situations, we would probably not use the term panhandler. All right, and we got 7 examples to give you a better idea or a better feel when you're more likely to use one than the other. That panhandler sits in the same spot every day, begging for money. Now, could you say beggar here? Yeah, you could. Both would. So this crossover here, both could be used for this one. The police will chase away any panhandlers who try to beg in their area, if they patrol. Now here you're a little more likely to use panhandler because, police are involved. Number 3, I gave some coins to that panhandler, and now every time I pass him by, he tries to make eye contact, so I will give to him again. Again, this is a situation where you could use the word beggar too. Both would have been fine. Number 4, that panhandler has been arrested 10 times for begging. Yeah, here's one where actually you're more likely to use panhandler. You know that beggar has been arrested for begging? You're more likely to use panhandler in this sort of situation. All right, number 5. That beggar goes to the soup kitchen every day for a meal. Yeah. Could you say that panhandle? Well, actually, not everybody goes to a soup kitchen necessarily is on the street begging. So here you're probably more likely to stick with beggar. Number 6. Why can't you do me this favor? Don't turn me into a beggar. Or don't make me beg, Somebody might say it that way. Again, you wouldn't use panhandler in this situation. Number 7, if you go dumpster diving, people will think you are like a beggar. Yeah, they're more likely to say that than say you are like a panhandler. No, not necessarily. And again, you might be doing this in the outskirts, countryside, or, suburbs or something like that. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it was clear. Again, I hope you got a better feel of when you're more likely to use one than the other. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.